They're like, I have nothing against dude. Like, he's fine. And I was like, man, I'd love to sit with him. I was like, I'm part of the history there. He's the quarterback with our team now. I actually don't dislike him. Like I want to sit with him, welcome him to Steeler Nation, and just kind of have a conversation. I didn't want to have a conversation about that. I wanted to talk about his career. I said over and over again, he's the best quarterback I ever played against.
We're talking about Aaron Rodgers, now quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, with my man Ryan Clark right here. Listen to how this beef unfolds.
He declined. I think he had other things to do, which I respected. But when we're pulling up to campus, right, he's talking to Arthur Smith, like when we're going up the hill. And so I'm like, well, like for me, if I truly don't have an issue with you, I'm going to speak to you. Like I'm going to say hello. Like it's rude not to, in my opinion, And so he was talking to Arthur Smith. I talked to some of the guys I see coming from, like, I think special teams meeting. I roll the window down. I was like, what's up, guys? Arthur Smith kind of speaks. Aaron Rodgers looks at me and he doesn't say anything, And but I respected it because he was like, I'm not going to be fake, for whatever he feels or whatever it is. He's like, that's not someone that I fool with in that way, and I'm not going to fake it. And I think it set the tone that, hey, you and I don't talk. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was on the field, like I had to say nothing to him. He didn't say anything to me. But I did get a good chuckle out of it. Channing thought it was funny. Fred thought it was funny. They was like, damn, man, he didn't even acknowledge it. And I was like, that's better than it being an issue.
All right. Blah, blah, blah. Let's talk through this right now because this brings up memories of my confrontations with the media when they had to go face to face with their own criticisms, their own hate. The critic in them had to see the player in me. All of a sudden, things sound and look a lot different. The funny thing about this is I think there's only one reason, really, you should talk trash about a player, right? Because they're playing like trash. Simple as that. Like, we all get it. And I've been talked about many a times, and it's always justified if I'm actually playing like that. I ain't got a problem with you. When I see you, daps up. And I thought it was interesting that Ryan said, I don't really have a problem with you, Aaron Rodgers, so therefore I'm going to speak. When where I'm from and what I look at life through is the lens of when I do have a problem with you, I definitely need to speak because I don't want this problem to get out of control. Like, we have a problem, right? So either way, no matter what side you're on, I think conversation through confrontation is the best way, personally, like right there. But I don't like all of this like mixing and matching that we're going to talk about right now. So the mixing and matching that happens is there's only one reason to talk trash about me if you're in the media. I'm playing like trash. But other than that, why are you talking trash about me? Well, what we see now is people in the media talking about people that actually are balling, people that actually are playing well, or people that actually going to be turned into Hall of Famers, but you still got a problem with them. Okay. So you can say, well, he ain't balling right now in this situation. So I understand that player as well, the one that leaves it up in the air in limbo, so-so. He's playing so-so. So I'm going to take the liberty to say he's playing bad instead of taking the liberty that he's playing well. Okay. Now, the way that that's received is based on the players, like how he is in terms of character and how thick his skin is. Some guys are really thin-skinned, and if they playing so-so and you taking the negative route, oh, we got problems, right? And some guys is like, dog, yeah, they kind of right, and I ain't tripping in anyway, so I got that thick skin. But here's the one that really gets to everybody, no matter who the player is, and they talked about it in this interview as well, if you continue to listen, when it gets personal, right? Like, that regardless of how I'm playing, trash, talk your trash. But I'm playing so-so, or I'm playing well, and you still gonna make it personal. You don't like me. And I think that's where the Ryan Clark, Aaron Rodgers situation went when it got personal, right? Ryan Clark says that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback he ever played against. Now, at the time they were going back and forth, Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing at that level, but he also wasn't playing like trash. But still, they had a beef. They had a problem. So it takes me back to when I had a problem. The first time I really had to confront somebody. Because my first few years, you coming off the bench, spot duty, et cetera, you're behind Bruce Smith. Everything I did was met with rose-colored glasses, right? And everybody was loving it. And then even the couple of years I started after that, loving it, everything. And then I remember the first time I had to meet Mad Dog. Because everybody had told me Mad Dog was talking trash about me. And at this point in my career, I actually was playing so-so. So it was like, yeah, you can look at it through a positive lens and say, hey, he's still playing well against the run, and they double and triple teaming him. And then you can also look at it like, look at them numbers, dog. 6 sacks, 3 sacks, that ain't it, right? So I understood, but I had to meet him. Same thing, same situation. You at camp, and all of a sudden, oh, that's that dude that was talking about you. Who? Mad Dog. Oh, okay, that's him. And then you're like, what do you do, right? I ain't going to charge the man. He ain't going to come charge me. But sooner or later, the encounter happens where, oh yeah, how you doing? I'm Mad Dog. I'm like, I'm Marcellus. I know you know me, and I now know you. How are you? And that's my character. That's my skin level. I'm not Aaron Rodgers in terms of how great I am as a player, and I'm also not Aaron Rodgers in terms of my demeanor. I think Aaron Rodgers is very much misunderstood. Like, every time I've been around Aaron Rodgers, and everybody I know that knows Aaron Rodgers, like, dog, it's crazy how they just change his character and his persona. But I understand there's been times where he stepped in it as well, and I've had some issues. And like, Aaron, you said that? He even came at me one time, just decades ago. But point being, I understand it. Nobody's perfect. But also, we're in Ryan Clark, in terms of this conversation about Aaron Rodgers, we all know some of the sound bites that came out. That ain't about football. Come on, man. We know you're talking a little bit more personal than anything else. So the funny thing about this is, how come they don't squash this when they on their platforms, right? Like, if you really gonna wait till you gonna see them and then squash it on site, then squash it before we even get started, right? Squash it on the platform. First of all, why you even get it started? You got to start it for a reason. So now I notice, and this is not so much Ryan Clark, but I notice when the media knows that, oh, I need that interview, or all of a sudden I need to talk to him, or, oh, I'm going to be around him, they chum up. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, and it's like, hey, what? Hey, what's up? And I've seen that happen 1,000 times, right? They want to squash as soon as they see you, or apologize when they see you. But I'm like, dog, you should do all that on the platform you started this. That's where I'm looking at it. So before you see me, see what you said and see if that's really what you want to stand on, the business that you want to talk about. Because once you need something from me, Aaron Rodgers is going to be like, man, move. And then when you see me, man, move. And I wish that they could have their conversation just to be like, we not cool, right? I wish that could happen, because I think that leads to more peace than we not going to speak, and now you're going to be wondering. But you know what it is, but you're still going to be wondering. Just say, hey, oh, we not cool? All right. See you again, respect, right? Because this ain't nothing but a war of words, but let's not turn it into more, turn it into action. So what y'all think of this whole situation? I thought it was hilarious that, the tone always changes when you got to talk to people. This is why executives fly across the world just to shake your hand to sign the deal, instead of like texting you, instead of just the email, instead of just like, okay, let's just get on the phone and FaceTime it. Let's Zoom call it. Nah. This is way more important than that. Stakes are up, right? A lot is on the line. I got to see you, because I know you ain't going to back out when I see you. And that's the difference. You ever have a deal, you talking to somebody through text, they be like, I don't know about that. But if you're in front of them, they know about it. They don't say, I don't know about it. You get it? So have some fun with that. Beat it up in the comments. I thought it was pretty fascinating when the media got to face their own words and deal with their own issues. It is what it is. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. So let's check in on right now. Vinia. Y'all know what Vinia is? It's the product right there that I use every single day. The Vinia Daily Chews 2X formula. Use my promo code and that QR code right there for 10% off. It's Marcellus10. Marcellus10. I love this product right here. I know y'all like, what are you talking about? What is it? Well, let me break it down to you, family. I'm going to keep it real, too. It's about the energy that you get. I'm not talking about sugar and caffeine, which y'all hooked on. I'm talking about real blood flow. So when your circulation is strong, your body moves the oxygen and nutrients exactly to where they need to go. Your muscles, your brain, your heart. And that's what Vinia does. So it's made from red grape cell powder, and it naturally produces more nitric oxide. Yeah, I'm talking athlete spit right now, real spit. But it opens your arteries up, and then your blood flows better, and then you feel it. What are you going to feel? More energy. You're going to feel more focus. You're going to be more alert. And it's not hype. This ain't sugar and caffeine. Y'all get off of that. This is no fake blends, just real, clean, consistent blood flow energy that powers me everywhere I go. Whereas chasing these kids around, yesterday we were at the beach, we were at the pier, Running around the house today, got practice on the mic, just being a dad at home, being a husband at home, wherever I am. I use the Vinia Daily 2X formula. You got to do it as well. So make sure you get it for your heart health, your brain power, your steady energy. You get it all in one. Don't just fake it no more. It's time to feel it. Use my code Marcellus10 for 10% off. That's Vinia Daily Chews 2X formula. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. I'm glad y'all like the raps. But like everything, not everybody likes the raps. Some of y'all love the raps. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. Ooh. We're going grimy. We're going grimy, y'all.
Wait a minute. All we want is our share. I ain't see you back there sleeping on that pipe pump.
Why they wait to see you in the flesh? Talking wild on TV, then they wanna make amends. Said it on the show, but they scared to press in. Now Rodgers said no, and that's how the story ends. Ooh, Ryan C.A. Rod trying to dap with peace. But on first take, you beastin', never calling cease. On them spicy hot takes, ESPN clips. Now you're playing camp counselor trying to patch up rips. Rodgers cool, walking like, nah, I decline. You ain't squashing nothing when the cameras rewind. Funny how the beef gets soft at the line, but it's prime time savage when the mic online. Ooh, they never end the beef on the show they started. Ego and the ratings keep them cold-hearted, but want to build careers off a quarterback's name. But face-to-face, you humble. Whole vibe don't flame. Rodgers ain't stupid. He peeped that play. Said, nah, you ain't getting clicks off my face today. Declined the interview. Aura intact. Media games are strong, but the truth don't lack. Ooh, gangster rule number one. If you talk it, then stand. Don't wait till the handshake, mic off and the band. Cause beef ain't for camp, beef ain't for show. It's for how you carry truth everywhere you go. Ooh, so next time you blast, better mean that smoke. Cause Rodgers ain't laughing, he ain't in on that joke. You wanted closure, Rodgers gave him the fade. Lesson learned, don't start when that can't be replayed. That's what he said. Oh man, take this shade.
All right, y'all, let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. Vinia, not a powder, not a pill. It's the twice daily chews, and yeah, they taste good too. I used to force down beet juice before games just to get my blood flow going. Hated the taste, hated the mess. Vinia, way better benefits, way better experience. This is a real blood flow product, clinically proven to dilate your arteries and help your blood flow naturally produce nitric oxide. Vinia actually retrains your cells to unlock more of it the way your body's supposed to. Bruh, that's pie seed resveratrol at work. Consistent, efficient, powerful. Whether I'm in the studio, running around with my itty bitties, or battling on a pickleball court, I want to stay sharp and in rhythm. Vinia helps me get there. It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. So if you're trying to show up every day at your best, skip the beet juice. Go with Vinia. Blood flow energy that shows up for you. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse.
time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.